Hello there, Brandon Bailey here, following up my top 20 albums of 2023 video with a top 20 songs of 2023 video. Not going to do any honorable mentions getting into this. I do want to say, though, that there is a playlist for Spotify linked below if you want to listen to these songs, or you can just look them up here on YouTube, up to you, but I choose to use Spotify, even though I know they rip artists off. Gotta mention that. But anyway, let's get into it. At number 20, we have Not That Well Defined by Sparks, off of The Girl Is Crying Into Her Latte this year. Love the lyrics to it. It has a nice overarching pun throughout it. The Monet line is hilarious, but sort of brilliant in the way that it fits into the song. It has a very fine art quality about it, too. Has a sort of deserty kind of sound, very dreamy and hypnotic. Every piece of the arrangement sounds so well balanced. The vocals carry the whimsy of the song so well, too. Love the strings, percussion, and backing vocals throughout it, too, when it gets to that da-da-dum-dum, da-da-dum-dum. So catchy at the end. Has nice build to it. At number 19, we have Bloodbath by Death Clock off of their Death album 4. Classic Death Clock sound, but also has the best representation of the modern additions on the album for me, too. The synths used add a nice futuristic sound. Of course, any Death Clock song with blood in the title is always going to be a classic banger for them too, like Blood Recuted, Bloodlines, for example. It opens very epically. It changes right ahead into some brazen galloping riffs, though. Of course, the leads and solo are insane, honestly, melodically beautiful. Gene Hoglan is employing like most of his arsenal on this song too. Just some insane drumming. Like really the whole song is just crazy. And it's kind of catchy too. Like the chorus of it is kind of catchy. But it's so fast and so brutal and heavy. I love it. And then at number 18, we have Council Skies by Noel Gallagher and the High Flying Birds, the title track to Council Skies. It's such a hooky song, like it's pretty much just one big hook. It's so lush and brilliantly arranged too. Not too exciting or like rocking of a song for Noel either. Perfectly chill, but has beautiful chord changes and amazing production. The lyrics add to the mystical vibe of the song, too. Honestly, a great vocal performance for him these days, too. At number 17, we have Lost by Linkin Park, the unreleased song that they let off this whole Meteora 20 package this year with. It's just nice to hear Chester's voice, on an unreleased track, especially from this era. Because, I got into them right at the beginning, The song, like the rest of the box set, is mixed so well, too. Like, it has such a nice, fresh update from the original mix on Meteora, I think. Nothing too crazy except his incredible voice, really, on this song. It's a moody song with, like, kind of a dancey, like, kind of vibe, and it captures the tone of the lyrics pretty well. Still a well-written and arranged bop that fits in well with the rest of the Meteora style. At number 16, we have Shake Our Way Out by Government Mule, the song with Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top on it. It's so awesome to hear Warren and Billy with their voices and guitars together. Their styles really gel together very nicely. And I love the groovy southern rock feel to this song, too. Sort of reminds me of Gimme Back My Bullets by Lynyrd Skynyrd a little bit. Love all the changes of it. It all just has an epic flow about it. The breakdown with the first guitar solo is so smooth, too. It's really such a great melding of their styles, which is why it stood out on the album for me. Number 15, we have But Here We Are, another title track. The title track to Foo Fighters is But Here We Are. Such an anthemic track, really. Puts a slightly new spin on their classic sound. Easily the most, like, explosive one on the album for me. The drums are insane on it. Dave really fills Taylor's shoes on this one, like, with much respect. Like, some of his fills and the way he does the accents are just perfect. His vocals soar on this one, too. Love the wall of guitars throughout it. Nice, simple, but effective solo on it. I think it's played by Chris Shiflett. Not really 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it is. And the song's just so well constructed, like it's just so hooky and just, you know, just one of those songs you can just see people shouting at stadiums all over the world. Sorry, my cat was messing around, made me had to clip the video, but at number 14 we have Goodbye Albert by Blur off of their Ballad of Darren. From the second it starts, you just know that this is one that Graham Coxon is going to shine on. He has, again, found a tone that sounds so unique and suits the song so well. The chord changes are nice, too. Slightly reminds me of some of their earlier work, like some of their earlier ballads. A couple beautiful solos on it, too, that really, like, sound like the guitar is weeping. Really great work on all ends throughout it, though. Damon sounds awesome here, a wide display of his vocal range, the combination of the lo-fi electronic vibe with their, like, ballad style works so well on this, too. Number 13, we have Bite My Head Off by the Rolling Stones. Obviously, it's great that a Beatle is on a Stones track, so Paul ripping some fuzz bass on here is so welcome. They all seem to be having a good time about it, too, despite all the, you know, supposed beef between them. Ronnie Wood's solo on here rips, too. It's such an explosive rocker for them at this point. You know, the in-your-face delivery of it and the vocals are pretty badass for Mick, even if, you know, the lyrics are a little bit comical on it in a way. At number 12, we have Now. It's just cool to hear them in some form together in the song. You know, it's nothing like too bombastic or anything for the Beatles, but, you know, it's a pretty mournful song, you know, in regard to the fact that their end wasn't so pretty, really. Even though, you know, you can feel the love that they had for each other, I think, in them doing this song and stuff still. Like, they had a sad breakup, but, you know, really they were all still friends. Number 11, we have Cobra, the live version by Morning Jacket, off of their MMJ Live Volume 3, Bonnaroo 2004 live album that they put out this year. It's such a groovy and epic track all at the same time. To hear them pull it off so well in the middle of the set is spectacular. You can definitely feel the energy of this show when they kick into that heavy part. Really, the atmosphere all throughout the song feels so good. They're all just on fire. Really, I mean, like, you know, with this album, all the songs on it are songs that they've had released, so I've heard them all a bunch already. But, you know, to hear them when the band just got Pat and Carl and Bo into the fold, you know, and to pull it off so well is so awesome. And Cobra's always been one of my favorite songs that I was looking forward to hearing in this set. Never got a chance to, I think, in the bootlegs I had heard before. But, you know, it's super impressive. They pull it off so well, and I love the moody parts, you know, of the intro part and the outro part. Outro part's awesome. It's just the bass and the vocals and the auxiliary percussion going. But then you got that heavy, like, kind of halfway metal, like, middle section where they're just ripping on the solos. It's awesome. Good, explosive song. Love it. Number 10, we have Too Far Gone by Metallica off of 72 Seasons. Like I said in my albums video, I thought that this is one of the best songs that they've had in a while. has sort of a classic Metallica sound, but has like some of the modern, update to them. I just really thought it was a good, catchy song off of this album. A lot of this album is like kind of epic and stuff, but this song stood out to me as actually, having some hook to it and stuff like that. Love the ripping solos in it too. Like, I think Kurt's just kind of going off in this, and love the kind of like twin harmonies that they get in here too. Really good stuff. Like I said, super catchy. Number 9, we have Running Out of Time from Paramore, off of This Is Why. I thought that this song is probably the catchiest on the album. It got stuck in my head so much. It has a cool video to it too. If you haven't seen it, go check that out. But yeah, I really love everything going on in it. It just has a lot of different moments popping in and out, like with the guitar parts and everything. Lots of cool different layers, and Haley's vocal performance on it is super cool. Like, just trying all kinds of different stuff, Paramore getting a little weird with it on this album, and this song is a good representation of, pretty much what they're trying to do on here. I wouldn't say trying to do, because they succeeded pretty well. Number 8, we have Feel Loop, in parentheses, Lizard Dream by Gaz Coombs off of his Turn the Car Around album. This song kind of sounds like him doing some like 90s Radiohead like kind of stuff, like kind of gritty, like experimental, like kind of, British rock like kind of vibe. But this song is super trippy, like it's kind of like not something I would expect for him to do, like some of the guitar parts in here that pop up are like so cool sounding. Like, not to say that he doesn't do cool guitar parts, but it's just some wild like stuff that I wouldn't hear in like a Supergrass song, I think. But yeah, it gets stuck in my head too, the chorus to this and everything, like all the chord changes and stuff. So cool, such a groove throughout this song, and so unique of a vibe, even though kind of, like I said, it reminds me of that early Radiohead vibe. It still has like kind of its own unique thing going on. Number 7, Made to Parade by Queens of the Stone Age off of In Times New Roman. This song is so bombastic, Made to Parade, like it's just so pompous in the way it carries on, but it's such a weird song too, like all the guitar parts, especially that one thing that's just got such a cool tone at that like that thing is so weird. I thought it was a keyboard at first, but I think it's actually guitar. Anyway, speaking of the guitar, this song has probably one of the best solos in their whole career on it, for sure. It's so melodic and so catchy, and the way it gets all noisy and builds up into it at the end, it's just so like victorious sounding. I don't know. Like, and the song's catchy too, like also gets stuck in my head. Like a lot of these top 10 like get stuck in my head. Number 6, we have Undone and Unashamed by the Murlocs off of Calm Your Farm. This song, like I said, also very catchy, gets stuck in your head, but really love the lead guitar on it. The guitar solo on it reminds me of some like George Harrison like kind of work, which the Murlocs lead player like kind of does have like a George Harrison solo kind of feel when he rips into him. But yeah, I love Ambrose's vocal performance on this too. It has some awesome lyrics, really good lyrics, which he usually does write awesome lyrics. Love the sax solo on here. He's learning that sax, man, and he broke it out on here too. It's so cool. I hope that they continue to employ that, because I can see that they're going to take it in a good direction if they do. But yeah, such a good like piece of songcraft in this one. Really like it. Really cool music video on this too. Number 5, we have Stuff by the Baseball Project off of their album Grand Salami Time. Like I said in that, this is like a super group that has like some REM members. You got Mike Mills, the bass player from REM, and Peter Buck, the guitar player from REM. Then Scott McCauley, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but anyway, he was the lead guitar player for their live shows for the pretty much the latter half of their career, pretty sure. And this album's produced by Mitch Easter too, who produced most of their early work, like in the 80s and stuff. But yeah, this song in particular stuff is like nothing like REM. You know, it's Mike Mills's concoction. It's his only song that's specifically credited to him and has his lead vocals on it on the album. But it's nothing like a REM song, except for maybe the chorus kind of gets into that. But like really, like it's based on this like Sabbathy, like kind of like bass line he has going on with that bump 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 bum bum. It's just so ominous, and really with it being a song about like you know, pretty much like baseballers cheating, you know, like lubing up their hands to like pitch balls faster and stuff like that to win games. It's really hilarious the way he describes it in this song, but the way that it is so like ominous and like kind of evil sounding, it makes you sound like you're cheating or you're doing something bad, you know what I mean, or committing this like cardinal sin. And it's just such a good song, and it's over the top for like no reason. The chorus is so catchy too. Like I said, it kind of has like a REM-ish chorus, like when it breaks into that, like the juxtaposition between it, and then there's like this noisy guitar solo that happens like in the middle of it. It's so cool. Such a different like kind of song. Really catchy though. At number 4, we have St. Charles Square by Blur, off of the Ballad of Darren again. This one was easily like one of the more heavier rockers on the album. They didn't really have many moments where they like went off like that on it. It was kind of a more somber thing, hence the Ballad of Darren, I think, being the title of the album. But this song is really cool. Apparently it was based on a place that they used to hang around in their early days, and just kind of like, I guess, some of the chaotic but good times that they had there. Really catchy guitar work in this though, like for real. It doesn't really have like a solo or anything in it, but like Graham Coxon is just, you know, creating these weird chromatic like lines with that, like it's just got such a bendy, like twisty sound to it. And really, like, it's just such a like a banger of a song too. Like it's so catchy, and I just love some of the chromaticism and the vocal melody going on and the guitar line, like I said. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's so cool. The production on it, I guess, too, is something to be said. You know, there's some cool keyboards that come on, and some of the effects that they do on the vocals are nice on here. Number 3, we have Round by Birth, which, like I said in my albums video, is a band consisting of people that I went to college with in Glenville State College the semester I was there, and they're an awesome band that kind of has like a proggy, jam bandy, like kind of indie, like kind of vibe about them, but they're all kind of like virtuosos in how they play. Like, they're all just so amazing. And the vocals and the album has hook after hook, and this song is nothing short of that. It's like, this song is still kind of proggy in a way because it goes through these changes, but it's really not like the craziest chords in the world or riffs or anything like that, but it just has such like tasty you know, things going on. And like, really the reason I love Round the most on the album is it has this awesome vocal hook that just is going on at the end. I think Sonny's really going off with the vocals in it, and it's just such a wild song, such a wild ride that just goes between like rock and kind of like a reggae rock thing, and like I said, like prog and like jam bandy like kind of things. It's a crazy song. Number 2, getting close to the end here, we have Dragon by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, off of Petrodragonic Apocalypse. This song, like when it first came out with the music video and stuff, I was just blown away. It's just like, I knew they could get progressive and get technical and mathy and stuff, but this song is just over the top. Like, all the riffs in it are so like weird with the time signatures they're using, but it works so well. It just sounds like this dragon beast that's just creating havoc on the world, and it's so suiting. like I said in the albums video, like the little breakdown they have in it, where it gets into the, I think it's like 13/8 or 13/4. I counted earlier. I can't remember. I think it was 13/8, not 13/4. The time signature it's in, but it does that like like that's, and then like the way they like team it up with like the March of the Dragon thing in the music video is just nuts. Such a cool song. Like I said in that, like I like the little vocal things they're trying out here. There's all kinds of stuff going on with that. And Joey and Stu were trading off in it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, just, you know, for a long-ass epic proggy metal song, too, like, it is still pretty goddamn catchy, too. Like, they managed to, like, still put some hooks into these songs. Yeah, love the guitar work in it, like, for sure. The drums in it from, Calves, you know, always mind-blowing. Then my number one song of the year, which maybe is no surprise, but it is also a song off of Petrodragonic Apocalypse. It is Witchcraft by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, and yeah, again, like on that same aspect, just so kind of like mathy and technical, but this song is really a lot of fun. This song isn't just like beat you over the head the whole time, like it's like really like a lot of fun, and, you know, focuses on, like, this whole, the witch aspect of this story, which I'm not sure I fully understand the story of the album, like, the full, you know, narrative of it, you know, with the witches and stuff, but it's still a fun song, and, just, like, again, like, it's just so impressive how they make some of these, like, crazy time signatures still, like, so catchy, and just have such a groove to them, and everything, and, yeah, this song is one of their best guitar solos in it too, no doubt. As soon as it rips in, you just know they mean business. Just that like, and then he starts doing that like finger tappy like runs that he does. It's just so good. You know, like the whole album, you know, is just one big run of awesomeness, you know, but Dragon and Witchcraft really stood out to me on it. And like I said, I'm going to leave a link to my Spotify playlist for these 20 songs below if you want to listen to them. You know, it's been a great year doing the discography rankings on here and everything, and you know, I'm just going to keep doing it. You know, whether it gets popular or not is fine, you know, with me. I'm just going to keep promoting my music and doing this, and kind of trying to, like, build the channel in a way, you know. It's my attempt at doing that, because I've been really come on here starting to try and do music critics or music discussions, but it's I think it's a healthy thing to do when I'm trying to get into new music and, you know, talk about it with fans and everything like that on here. And, you know, hopefully it just gets people to discover my music in return. So, hope you all have had a good year watching the videos. If not, go back and check them out. I've got quite a few on here. And I will see you all in the next year. Have a happy new year, and adios till then. Peace and love. Please like and subscribe.